Hey everyone, welcome to this guide on creating automations. By the end of this tutorial, you'll know exactly how triggers and actions work and be well on your way to automating workflows in Taskade. Before we set up any automations, let's make sure we understand the basics. So what exactly are automations? Automation is the process of using technology to perform tasks without manual input. It's about setting up systems that work on their own so you don't have to. In Taskade, automations help you set up workflows to help you automate your work, or at least some parts of it. Instead of wasting time on small, manual tasks, you let the system handle them, saving you time and allowing you to focus on other, more important tasks. But for automation to work, there needs to be a starting point, and that's where triggers and actions come in. So what is a trigger? A trigger is the event that tells Taskade to start running an automation. It's like flipping a switch. When a specific event happens, Taskade knows it's time to take action. For example, suppose you want to send an automatic update email every Friday at 8 AM. The trigger? Friday at 8 AM. Next, what is an action? An action is what Taskade does after the trigger is activated. If the trigger to start the automation is flipping a switch, then the action is what the switch turns on. For example, like lights or a fan. However, in Taskade, automations follow a step-by-step sequence, meaning one action must be completed before the next one begins. So back to the example. If the trigger is Friday at 8 AM, each action depends on the completion of the previous step before moving on to the next. The action will be executed in order step by step. Step 1. Taskade analyzes the latest project data. Step 2. The AI agent generates a clean, structured summary. Step 3. Taskade formats the summary into an email. And lastly, the email is sent to the department. Now, instead of manually gathering updates and writing emails, Taskade does it for you every week on time without fail. A step-by-step sequence also means that if for some reason your automation does not work, it's always easy to go back to the flow and spot what went wrong. Okay, so now I'm going to be showing you some common triggers and actions in Taskade. First, click on the Automations tab. Then create automation and start from scratch. You'll see a blank automation flow with nothing in it. Now this is the default view when you select start from scratch. From here you can see add trigger and add step, but first I'm going to walk you through the triggers. At the top of the screen, you'll see several tabs. These tabs act as filters, making it easier to find what you need. For example, if I want a trigger that works natively within Taskade, I can select the Taskade filter to see all the available Taskade-specific triggers. The same applies to third-party apps. If I click on Gmail, for example, I can select the new email trigger. This filtering system also works for actions, making it easy to find exactly what you need. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to set up a simple automation, but before I do so, let me show you the project that I've prepared. And just click back here and go to the Projects tab and hit this example project. So let's say I'm a writer and I want a responsive project that will keep things nice and organized for me, shifting tasks that I've done to the completed section so it's easier to keep track of tasks. At the moment, here are the tasks that I've prepared in the work in progress section. So every time I strike off a task, I want it to jump to the completed section. Now I can do just that with a super simple two-step automation. So to set this up, what we want to do is just go to the Automations tab on the left-hand column. Now we'll be greeted with the automation that we were in earlier. So we can just go ahead and click that. And then what we want to do is just give this a name. And we can call it Move Tasks within Example Project. Great. What we want to do next is go to the triggers and filter the results to show only Taskade triggers. Then we can select task completed. So this basically means that whenever a task is marked as complete, something will happen next. We want to address the column on the right. We want to select the project to example project and the block to be work in progress. This basically just means that every time a task has been completed in the work in progress section, something will happen. Next, we want to go to actions and we need to define what happens next after this task has been completed. So first, click Add Step and filter the results to show Taskade actions. Then, we can select Move Task within Project. So when we select this, you can see a little caution icon here. This basically means that some required fields are missing and not completed yet. Next, we want to edit the custom fields to specify exactly where the completed task should go. In this case, the project is example project, and the task ID, we can just select task ID. The destination block, we can select completed. This basically just means that every time a task has been completed in the work in progress section within the example project, it will move the task within the project to the completed destination block. It is as simple as that. So what we're going to do next is save our changes, and we want to activate this automation. Go ahead and go back and go to the project to see if this is working. So every time we strike off a task, it should jump to the completed section. And that's it. It's as simple as that. Now, every time I mark a task as complete, Taskade will automatically move it to the right section, keeping my project organized with zero effort.